92% of Iowans responded to a KCCI poll that said this has had no impact on their lives. 2 years down the road, there's been no damage done. The bottom line is nothing has really changed in Iowa except for the families that have been given this privilege, that have been afforded this opportunity. And so from that perspective, I don't think that there's an overwhelming rush of people upon us asking us to change the law.
And when he says, nothing has changed, that's the problem we have right now. It's all about me. That's why we have a national debt the way the national debt is, $14.3 trillion. How does it impact me, regardless of what it will do to the next generation? We should have a multi-generational view here. And I don't think we play games with the dynamics of society. And if we're going to start walking away from God's law, where do you stop on this deal? Because Bob's not the right standard, Paul's not the right standard, Tamara's not the right standard. And so when he asks the question, do we allow polygamy? They always stay silent. Do you allow bisexuals to marry a guy and a girl? They stay silent.
Well, those aren't rational arguments.
Well, yes,
Bob.
they are. I mean,
where is that line? Where is that line?
They're completely irrational.
Well,
they're red herrings.
Well,
and that's why people don't respond to them, because they're silly.
Well, so
they're silly arguments.
You don't think people want polygamy
every
today?
state had a law on sodomy, so it wasn't that far off.
Well, and in the 1960s, we also banned interracial marriage. These are the same arguments that they used to try to try to oppose interracial marriage.
Matt, you're
you guys are bringing irrational red herring arguments, and I'm sorry, I'm not going to let you get away with it because it doesn't benefit the conversation. It adds no value. What we're talking about here is gay marriage.
We have dozens of cases that have been decided by our Supreme Court over the years under the Equal Protection Clause in our Constitution. And the court has, in some instances, upheld, more often than not, upheld statutes when they're challenged on that basis, but on occasion has upset statutes on the basis that equal protection of the law is involved. The issue here was classification of individuals based on their sexual orientation. It had nothing to do with parents marrying children or whatever other parade of horribles Mr. Vander Plaats wants to portray. The narrow issue before the court was whether that classification based on sexual orientation with respect to the right to marry was one that would withstand that constitutional challenge.